G'day. It's New Year's Eve. I'm waiting for Santa. The girls give him my beer every year, and I want some back. He never leaves any for me. On the 11th day of Christmas, a brewery brewed for me, and you, and Santa too. Scratchy vinyl from Little Bang, a black IPA. Let's have a read. It started out as an idea on record day. This black IPA seemed appropriate. The only problem was we didn't like them much. What? That's it. Little Bang are off. Gone. Something about the roasted malt bite. Well, you don't have to have the roasted malt bite. Anyway. And the big piney hops didn't sit so well. So the mission was clear, make a black IPA recipe that we'd actually want to drink. So we rounded out the roast a bit and concentrated more on the richer, fruitier hops than the pine cones. Now it's one of our favourites, go figure. This one is a fully bass-boosted quadraphonic hi-fi masterpiece of extra hoppy glory thanks to the super-duper new Lupomax enriched hop pellets. Though, doesn't tell us which ones. Scratchy vinyl featuring Lupomax, 6%, Little Bang Brewing. Oh, look at the Christmas tree. Get the beer in the glass. Fool. Nowhere to put it in glass. That noise always ruins my audio track. I have to cut it up and normalise it separately. It's a bit dark in here, but it's looking fairly black. Oh, you can see that it's nearly a Coca-Cola colour coming out of the can. Yeah, it's black. It is opaque. Even when I hold up to the light, which you can't see over here, I can't see through it, but it does show off the little bit of, that browny red colour that you can get at the top and bottom of your glass. But the head is sticking around. I have had it out and it's a bit warm today. Christmas Eve. Whoa. Nice. There's actually, the hops are there, but the first thing that's really going into my nose is the roasty. It smells like they've have used a lot of roasted malts, which I wouldn't have thought from the description. I wouldn't have thought that would happen. To be honest, if they didn't like it, it smells like a regular black IPA, a roasty one at that. But not bad at all. With a bit of the shaken's given one of those ice cream heads, so the head is sticking around. It's fairly light on the body. It's a lot lighter on the body than I expected by looking at it and smelling it. Again, I'm getting more roast on the aroma than I am hop. The hops are there. I think that's one of the reasons a lot of the black IPAs are piney, because you need that sort of, it's like a sharpness to cut through a big dark beer. And my black metal IPAs was more or less a hoppy stout, but we didn't really know. The style had only been sort of named. There might have been, I don't know if we could even get one in Australia at the time. And there was definitely no style guides or anything when I made black metal IPA, which is still a nice drop, don't get me wrong. I'm just going to let it warm up even more. It's not really even cold though already. I've had it out of the fridge while I've been setting up the camera and the bear traps for Santa. And people might wonder why I do this all the time. One, it's warming up the beer. Two, it's releasing the aromas, and if you get a lot of gas from your beer, like as in out the top end, a vigorous pour and, it gets rid of a bit of that gas. And you're down to tasting like the beer alone. And for me, it helps me taste the beer a bit better when it's not so carbonated. Even though I'd rather drink a carbonated beer, I think it just helps on the tongue for me. Well, everyone's different. And to warm it up and just to get those aromas bursting, I'd really be interested to know what they used. As I said, it's disappointing some of these that haven't told you. To me, the roastiness in the aroma is outdoing the hops. Okay, to the positives. It's a nice drinking beer. To me, it's not extremely hoppy. There's a nice bitterness there. It's kind of sharp. For me, at the moment, it's hard to tell where there's a sharpness in it, whether the bitterness is coming from the hop itself or from some of the dark malts, because it definitely tastes like there's a lot in there. Compared to what the description said, they've gone for a lot of dark stuff. I must have stayed away from roasted, I guess, maybe used a lot of, one of the carafers or whatever. But they've put a lot in. It's a nice beer. Is it my favourite black IPA? No. If I was sitting at the bar, I might have another one, yes. I think I stopped giving them scores, didn't I? As a black IPA, I'll give this a 3.5. That sounds a bit low, doesn't it? But as a nice drinking beer, I'll give it a 4. Does that make any sense? Probably not. I expected more. I've got the bitterness in the mouth that I like from an IPA, but it's a bit sharp. Is that being fussy? I don't know. But it's Christmas Eve. I've got to get to bed. It's a big day tomorrow, the last one. I'm getting a little bit teary like I did last year. I had to cut out me crying last year. See if you can find one. See what you reckon. Tell me I'm wrong. I like being told I'm wrong. Happens all the time. I'd have to like it or I wouldn't keep doing this. Anyway, take it easy. Merry Christmas. Santa's coming soon. I'm going to neck him. See ya. Lupomax pellets, obviously are still pellets, but there's about 70% less vegetable matter. So it's more of the good stuff and less of the grass clippings. And I kind of mean that because people will say they get grassiness from hops, and it can often be the vegetable matter in the hop that causes that. So this is all the goodness of a hop pellet without a lot of the junk.